And we are here for you. Are you looking for one of the hottest podcasts out right now? We talk about relationships, trending topics, black culture. Punk is here to fix your relationship.
Is that helping anybody? Gotta take a poll.
I think you helping somebody out. I think you helping some people out.
I hope so. That's the goal.
Fresh. Looks like we got a new guest. Who we got here?
It's gonna be Monica. Okay.
Oh.
Monica G. That's
Monica
who you
G.
got here, yeah.
Okay. Oh, straight
Yep.
to the point.
I'll be leaving the
Straight to
G
the
off.
You gonna be leaving the G off?
Yeah. You know, the same way I did with Isha.
Oh, okay. What y'all want to talk about?
I don't even know what that means.
It don't mean nothing. I just
Inside. You get it's
So now
inside.
we got inside. Okay.
Yeah, inside
So
the stuff.
already starting off that way. All
Yep.
right. I
Yep.
see how it's gonna go.
Yep.
Fine.
A little rusty here. A little rusty.
My bad.
Hey, how's your day been going,
'Cause
Punk?
you know what my hotline doing.
Oh, you blink. You we got
You ain't
one.
here dinging over here. You gotta act like this the movie theaters. Please silence all cell phones.
Punk, what up, man?
What
What's
up,
been good,
Deuce?
man? You ready,
Chillin', I'm
man?
ready.
You rusty. You ain't been
Who
here a
rusty?
while. You
I do
you
this.
you a little rusty. You said what?
I do this.
Say it with your chest, bro.
I do this.
All right,
You know I'm ready to get right into it.
Oh, you want to get right into the
Monica, how you
topics?
feeling today?
I'm
Yeah.
feeling great.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Show some
Great.
hospitality,
Deuce.
man.
You know I'ma
Alright,
get
thank
to
you.
it.
I
This
was
is-
trying to feel the room, and
Yeah.
it's like
You
super
know I'ma
cold
get
right
to it.
now. Ugh.
Save it for the Booth podcast. Come on, man. Take a little sip of your drink. You'll be all right. You'll warm up quick. We'll get started
Me?
in the food. No, I'm talking about Monica G.
We live already?
Yeah, we
Cause
live.
Cuzzo just hit me trying to see if we was live.
Oh yeah, yep, we live, we live.
Yeah, I told him.
All right, let's get into it. It's a little dry today. All right,
Get it.
I got the. Let's come in hot since we so dry. Let's go ahead and come in hot. I got a little. I want y'all to react to something real quick. This one was kind of threw me off a little bit. And we are live. Oh, this one right here. Just want to see our reaction.
A 13-year-old daughter asks for a vibrator. What does that conversation look like? Or what are your thoughts around introducing? Give it to her. Yeah. Amen.
We about to get kicked off the line. But 13-year-old asks mom for a
Toy.
yeah,
We gonna call it a
generator.
toy.
Generator. What's y'all thoughts? They said they would give it to her. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Ladies first. You got a daughter?
I absolutely
Oh,
have a
okay,
daughter.
that's
My
good,
daughter is
'cause I ain't-
15. So this is around the age, of the child that they're speaking of, and I wouldn't. I'm sorry, I wouldn't give my daughter a vibrator. I would definitely have a conversation with her. It's whatever. I would have a conversation with her about the topic of pleasure. But as far as going to the extent of purchasing a toy, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that at all. I think that's just giving a little bit too much. It's
So you would rather her have sex with somebody to get the pleasure?
well, you don't always have to have sexual intercourse with somebody to get pleasure. At that age, my mother taught me about masturbation. You know what I'm saying? That's a real thing. Some people may not want the physical act of penetration, but they just might want to learn how to please themselves. What makes them tick?
So what's the difference in the toy?
It's a they said a like a
Vibrator.
vibrator, like
Mm.
that's something that's gonna go inside of you, right?
Do a rose don't go inside of you? Do it?
She don't need that though. She don't need that.
I'm trying to
That
figure
I
out
think
what.
those are adult toys. They're an adult. It's in an adult store. It's an adult toy. It's not for a child. It's not.
Is
Children play with regular toys. I don't play with my kids' toys. She shouldn't be playing with mine.
so she's supposed to masturbate?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Punk.
Hmm?
One of the boys come up and say he want something I don't want to say, but
A doll.
It's a no.
is it no?
It's a no. I don't really think that's a conversation you have to have with boys though, because
It's
as the world
hypothetical.
knows, naturally, as teenagers, we probably gonna masturbate anyway, like without the conversation being had. So it's not like it's an option. Like, do I masturbate or do I ask for a toy? Like, no, most of the time they just gonna touch themselves.
But shouldn't that go both ways?
What? With a
Whether
with
it's
a girl?
whether it's a boy
I mean,
or
I
girl.
don't. I'm not a woman, so I don't know if, as a teenager, everybody say boys always so much hornier than girls. So I don't know if, as a teenager, females are like, oh, I want to masturbate. I've never had that conversation with a woman to even try to figure that out. But I just know from the perspective of being a boy, teenager. It's not like I didn't go to my mom like, hey, mom, I'm having these feelings. Is it a toy I can get? Like, nah. It was like, this how this work. And now that was that.
She explained how it worked.
No,
Oh.
I'm saying, like, I just think naturally we kind of figure that out on our own. Like, we don't go looking for a conversation about it. I don't think.
But do you think that's healthy?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's healthy or unhealthy, but I know my kids ain't never came and talked to me about it. And I've tried, like, because I feel like they probably do. But, you know, the same way you wasn't never going to tell your mom if you was. I don't expect them to tell me they doing it, but I assume they are.
Okay.
But I definitely wouldn't buy them a toy. So, nah, no for me.
Definitely a no for me.
A big no.
If you gonna find a way to do it and buy it yourself, hey, whatever. But ain't
Not
coming
on
from
my
me.
time.
Nah, it ain't
Okay.
coming from me. That's you. That's your stuff. That's your. You can do your own thing. I don't need to participate in buying your stuff. Okay. Monica G.
Something funny.
But he giggling over
You
there.
hear me?
I'm not laughing.
Giggle. You hear
He-
me? There's
that's
nothing
him.
to giggle.
Anyway, Monica G.
That's me.
Must a man earn your respect before you give it to him?
Must he earn my respect?
Is there a clip behind this? Or it's just a question?
I'm pretty sure the question.
from a clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
I mean, but I feel like if we're already at this level, like, we must be dating or something if I'm thinking about, or like talking to you or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Having some kind of level of interaction it gotta be respectable enough for me to be willing to give up some yah to you. You know
Well,
what I'm saying? Like,
the question was to not give him some but to give him respect.
People do that on the first night sometimes. We ain't talking about that. We talking about actually respecting the man. Just because you give him
Do
some
I
sex.
respect him?
Do he have to earn it?
Or does he get respect automatically?
I mean, well, it's kind of like what you just said. It all depends on the situation. If I'm going into this, I'm already knowing what I want. Either I want just,
We not talking about sex.
so I'm just, that's what you
We
just
talking
said,
about
though.
respect. We're talking about respect. Do a man have to earn respect
For you to give him
for
respect.
you to give him respect? Or do you go into the situation respecting him already?
You should. I go into a relationship respecting someone already until I lose it, or like, you do something that make me feel like, I can't respect you no more. And that's like with trust or whatever. So I'm gonna always start with my glass full with you. It's up to you to knock that bitch over.
Why it have to be so negative?
Throw this shit over.
I mean, the ball is in your court at that point. I mean, yeah, everybody start off with a clean slate, a respectable slate.
What do you think? How do you think the majority of women feel? Do you think they just give men respect instantly?
Um, Maybe not always. You know, I don't see it all the time, and I work in the service industry, so I don't. And I be outside a lot, and I don't see it. But I mean, I think it come from a stigma, though. You got all this stuff out here that you seeing, and that's like on men and women, and so it's like you don't be knowing what to expect from people. Some people be already prejudging.
You think men get respect out here, punk?
No.
Oh. Why you feel like that?
It's just how I feel. It's what I see. The experiences people go through, the stuff you hear where a man got to do X, Y, and Z before they even think about getting to a certain level. It's typically no immediate respect.
But why do you think
not
that
the,
is?
Definitely not the way that women are expected to be respected by men from instantly from the time they meet them. Like, it's expectations.
You give a woman respect off GP, or she has to earn your?
Do I?
Yeah.
I like to think I give people respect off GP. At least that's my, I think everybody deserves respect until you do something to kind of mess it up. But even at that point, the type of person I am, I'm still going to respect you regardless. Like, me and my wife could have been, we done been through a world of shit, but I've never called her a bitch. Like, I've never disrespected her in that way because respect is just, I don't know, it's just something that you should just respect people. If I get to the point where I feel like I can't respect you, we probably need to go separate ways.
Never letting that B word slide. That's very good of you, man.
I mean,
That's
to me
very good.
that's a word that's just like it got so much negativity just from the past. Like it's just a terrible word to me. So I never want nobody calling my mama that. I never want nobody calling my sister that. So nah, just nah.
Alrighty, 15 minutes in. Let's see, can we get some spacey here?
The B word.
Nah. Cause that's like
I'm just
that's
saying,
like a
that's-
fighting word though. I mean, people
No, that's a
want to.
good
Monica
thing.
People
G,
wanna
you ever
fight
call
with that.
somebody a B?
What?
You gonna call your man?
That's
a
why
Your
I'm
man,
a G.
your man,
That's
your
why I'm
man.
a G, triple O G. And that's what I mean by losing respect for someone, because the only reason I did it is because you started this shit and I want you to see how it feels. And you shouldn't be doing that to me.
So it was in retaliation.
It was absolutely in retaliation.
That's the way.
It's not the way.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't nothing right about that. You know what
Nothing
I'm
at
saying?
all.
It wasn't nothing right about that situation, but it had to be done. I felt like at the moment, because my feelings was hurt.
Okay, that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense, but at
I'm
the
saying
moment,
it makes
did
sense when
make
you
sense.
react off feelings. You do, stuff like that.
So, wasn't nothing right about it, but I did it.
And you stand on it.
Sorry.
What he do? What was his
Sorry.
reaction to that?
What was his reaction to that? He laughed at me.
Oh, smart man.
He
Mm-hmm.
laughed at me.
He said he wasn't falling for that trap.
He
He ain't
laughed
falling
at
for
me
that
on my
trap.
face. But, you live and you learn. You learn not to let your emotions get the best of you. I'm still trying to try that every day.
Emotions, a motherfucker.
You've been married before, Monica G?
I was
This G
engaged.
killing me.
for
The G killing you.
the G.
It's so long.
It's not long. It's a lot of good G. So yes, I was engaged. We was engaged. I was in a 10-year relationship.
Whoa.
And got engaged.
We was together for 7 years. We got engaged. We stayed engaged. Then we separated. We've been separated. It's gonna be
Separated
3
sound like
years.
y'all getting back together or the potential
Well,
to
no,
get back. Oh,
we're not. It's not.
okay.
We've been apart. I don't know what you want me to call it. We ain't been together for like 3 years,
Oh yeah.
and that was a difficult transition for me.
Who decided not to go through with the marriage? If you don't mind answering, I'm sorry. That might be.
It wasn't quite a decision that we both wanted to make. You know what I'm saying? Our situation had got out of hand. Like
It was a
it
mutual
wasn't.
decision.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't working. It wasn't working.
So do you want to get married? Do you want to be married? Or?
You know, that's a good question. I battle with that all the time, especially with the selection of men that I come by. You know, and then even just with
Is that good or bad? Like, are the men you come
um,
by making you want to get married because they good men, or not?
it's a
Because
it's a
they
little
ain't
bit of
shit.
both. Like they good men, but like they be like, I know ain't nobody perfect, but it just
Come
be
on,
it be
speak that
underlying
truth.
stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? That don't necessarily sit well with me. So you know, it make me feel like you know it's not gonna be the way I want it to be when I do decide, or if I decide I want to,
Do you know exactly what you want?
be in a relationship. I thought I did before. You know what I'm saying? But as I grow, reality starts to set in, and that's what makes it a little bit harder for me to like really be like, come on now, Monica, let's be realistic about this situation and you know what's going on. Like,
So you do or you don't know what you want? You used to know and you don't know anymore,
I don't know
or you don't know?
anymore. I
Okay, so
don't
you
know
don't know what you
anymore.
want. So how you know what you're looking for?
I just want somebody that matches me, like with everything, with my thoughts and the way we feel about a relationship. Cause our relationship don't have to be like Jim and Jane next door to us, or you know whoever lived down the street. It don't have to be like theirs. Our relationship was makes us happy, and it might include other people. It might not include other people. You know, it might be us living on an island somewhere and just excluding ourselves from everyone, or it could be us living with everybody. It's whatever me and my mate feel like. You know, is work back. I just want somebody that is on the same page, well, reads the same book as me, not necessarily the page, but as long as you like the same book I'm reading, I'm down with it.
All right, let me stop asking questions like it's an interview. My
Cause you
bad.
good. No, you good. You good. You good. Do your thing, man.
I just be trying to figure stuff out.
You
Marriage
definitely
ain't the
need.
same no more.
You said what?
Marriage isn't the same anymore.
The same as what?
Like what I grew up thinking marriage was.
Oh, so you don't even know what it was then.
You
That's
know
what
what
you
I'm
was
saying?
thinking it
Yeah,
was.
what
We
I-
don't know if this shit the same or not. We just know what we've been told that's supposed to be, even though they wasn't doing that either. But we know what's been told to us what marriage is supposed to be. So no, it don't look the same at all. But I definitely feel that and get that. I think marriage is unique.
Definitely.
And what you mean unique?
Everybody's marriage is unique.
Oh, yeah,
To
absolutely.
stay on, like
Absolutely.
you can't nobody tell you what your marriage should be, look like, how you should live it. Like they can't. Y'all happiness not the same. What's gonna make y'all be great together ain't the same as what other people doing.
You feel like, dang, that's loud. You feel like you gotta understand what marriage is before you get married.
No, I don't think it's gonna matter. What you think you understand about marriage when you get married to the person that you marry, and all that might change anyway. y'all might go into marriage one way thinking it needs to be like this, and then realize like, no, that's not what I'm comfortable with. No, that's not what I want to do. Oh, this is something that I was told a long time ago, and just been living life this way because that's what I thought was right. And the whole time you want to do something different. So no, I think it's like every day growing. Every day you got to make decisions. Yeah, it's just every day. Every day can be different in marriage. So to me, you just got to keep choosing to do it.
To be right, right. You gotta
You
choose
gotta
the right
keep.
thing every
You
day.
got to keep choosing.
Every day.
Yeah. What you feel like marriage is one day, you might wake up tomorrow like, damn, I don't know if this should be like this. But you still got to choose to do the right thing, and then have those conversations that may be tough, may not be tough. The other person might be thinking the same shit, just nobody said it. But I do think you
Okay,
got
but
to
what if
choose
you
every
still
day.
bring the topic up to your partner and then say they agree with what you're saying, but their pride is too big for them to even physically tell you, yes, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Then that stuff starts to wear on a relationship when people just be so like dishonest because you're never going to be 100% honest within a relationship. I just, people always say like we're supposed to be friends and I'm telling you this and I'm telling you everything. Like, you can't, there's no way you could tell me everything because I'm going to start getting offended and you going to feel it and you not going to want to hurt my feelings because you my man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see your lady feelings hurt like that. So it's going to be a level of respect that you give her when you telling her shit stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it might,
Let me switch gears here real quick because I know you wanted to discuss this one.
Do your
he
shit,
pulling
Deuce.
out the phone. He pulling out the phone again. Uh-oh.
Never ask your man about another woman. Because if you're not prepared to do something about it, you will be the other woman. Never ask a man about it. Why you be the other woman? If you ask about it and you don't do anything about it, you just stay, you become the other woman. Then you don't have to respect you anymore. Do whatever. Because you're accepting it.
All right. Never, never, ever ask that man about another woman unless you're ready to do something about it.
I don't think you should ask no
Facts
person that.
or cap? Go ahead. What
I
you
think
say,
that's
Pump?
all facts for sure. Only unless you're ready to deal with what's gonna come out this person's mouth, and it's like I don't know. It puts you in like a really tough situation. You ain't gonna go nowhere. You ain't gonna do nothing about it, and ain't shit. Ain't nothing's gonna change. So what you want to know for? You want to know?
What?
Would you want to know? Would you
Nah,
ask?
keep that shit a secret. I don't even want to know. If you decided to step out, I don't want to know. Let me live oblivious. Like, I don't want to know.
So you never asking about another man?
In what way? Like, are you cheating on me with such and such?
Yeah, that's the context.
Nah.
And do you agree with that statement? Never
That you'll
ask
become the
about.
other woman.
I don't
Yeah.
feel like that. I don't feel like if I ask, then my wife was like, "Yeah, I'll be cheating." That I'm gonna feel like I'm the other guy. Like, nah. I don't think that's necessarily the case. But
She said you become the other guy if you don't do shit about it.
yeah, I don't necessarily believe that. I guess I don't know. I could see why
Say
she's
that,
saying
yeah.
that, but I don't know if that's the sentiments. Like, I don't know if that's
Yeah,
always
I
true.
don't mean to take it literal, you
Yeah.
know. But when she say that, I think of it from just like a mental aspect.
Yeah, I
You
think
get what I'm saying? Like a
Absolutely.
psychological
Absolutely.
aspect. Like,
You come.
damn, like I
they're gonna say,
asked about this shit and he
Got the
told
truth.
me
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't do shit.
nothing about it.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
just let it
damn.
ride.
I'm
Well,
not-
what's
You know what I'm saying?
supposed to happen?
That's what I'm saying. What do you do in
'Cause
that
what's
situation?
the-
What you gonna leave?
No, I guess it depends on what do you want to do. If you want to leave and you don't, then yeah, you probably feel like that. But if you don't want to leave and you decide to stay, I don't think you have to feel that way. you're making a choice off the information because we all say be honest, right? So when a person give you the honesty and the information, if you choose to stay, that's you making a choice to stay. I'm not sure why that's looked at like a negative thing.
Staying with somebody when they know, like, they getting cheated on and stuff like that. Why that's negative? I
I'm,
think it just met, like he said, it just mess with your mind. Like, uh, people just become so. I will become so, like, unsure of myself.
You see that
why?
did you see that clip of the sorry
No,
to
go
cut you
ahead.
off, but did you see that clip of Derek
Hmm.
Jackson's wife saying
hmm
I knew
Other women
another
bodies.
yeah, I knew other women bodies better than my own. That type of mentality, you know, like damn, he's
But
doing this and I'm staying. So now, Monica was saying, like my mentals is messed up. You know, you get lost. You get lost. Like damn, you start to question yourself. Like damn, who am I? You know, like am I this weak over this person, or am I just like
Hmm.
shit can get weird in your head. Shit can get weird in your head. I
Yeah, for
guess.
sure.
definitely could.
That's why that's such a touchy topic. If I'm asking you this question and then you do wind up telling me that you cheating on me, I'm either finna get my lick back.
Get my lick
Um,
back.
you
It's
know,
always about to get
that's
back.
what I'm saying. These are options. These are options that I'm putting out there. We're gonna either stay, leave, get our lick back, or
Getting your lick back, you might as well just keep on.
doing
Yeah, you
what?
got a little revenge thing going on
I said
here.
it's like three
Shit.
things. I'm glad you all are
A
like
little revenge
whatever,
here.
but it's not like that. But
What's the get your leg back thing? Come on, what is it? What's up
what
with
is
that?
that? What
Yeah,
is that
why
about?
is that necessary?
It's not necessary, but some people do it. It's an option for some people.
So it was another clip. I ain't gonna play it, but basically, if he played you, is it okay to fuck with one of his homies? The Revenge Queen.
I'm sorry, I'm
Guilty as
laughing because
charged.
I'm not.
Guilty
Look,
as
I'm so not guilty.
charged.
Look, I'm not. It's not. It's not even like that. It's just funny. I think that's a funny topic because the guys definitely be going, boy. The guys be going for sure. So, but nah, I don't think that's cool.
Fuck
I don't think
face.
that's cool. I don't think
Fuck
that's cool.
face. Oh, Punk, you funny. Punk, is that is alright? She played you, so now you gonna get on her
Smash the
friends. You gonna
homies.
smash the homies, the homettes.
The homies.
Nah,
Simple as that. Expound.
I'm not. I
You're the
mean,
star of a
it's
podcast.
just
I need you to talk.
it's just not what I'm doing personally. Like, I don't think that's cool. I ain't messing with you no more. I'm gonna go sleep with your best friend or your
Not necessarily
like
your best friend though, but like somebody that's fine.
what? It's a
Like
bunch of fine women out here. Why
that's
am I
So if one
chasing?
of her friends was shooting a shot, y'all didn't work out. You ain't gonna.
How much time is in between this? What was the like? What was the
the life
relationship like?
expectancy.
Was I around these friends while we was together? You know, like
Mm-hmm.
bonded with them and shit. I would think it's something wrong with that. No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I done built the relationship with you, I'm not gonna do that. It's to me, it's still some type of betrayal to the person, even though we not together. I don't owe you shit, but it's enough.
about
It's
your
enough
character,
women
right?
out here that I don't need to go sleep with one of your friends where I gotta see you regularly, or you know what I'm saying. Like, nah, I'm not about being in awkward spaces or putting people in an awkward space like that. Like, that's just not something I would do.
People wouldn't be in an awkward space after having sex. I know that much. They just gonna do it and keep it moving. But I
But it
feel
might
like it
create
should be
something
something.
awkward for the person because then y'all all around each other, and we all know how this shit go. Looks are made, little stuff is said, whatever else, and then like nah, it's just no. To me, it ain't no point in that. It's enough women out here that ain't some shit I would need to do.
Do you think the majority of men feel like that?
Nah, okay.
Let's get that perspective.
Mhm.
I mean, from a man's perspective, if your friend gonna shoot her shot at me, either she don't care about you, or y'all wasn't really friends,
To begin with, right?
or you gave her the notion that our relationship wasn't shit.
Like it wasn't significant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If your friend gonna shoot her shot at me, I'm feeling like it's got to be one of those things. Because if your friend a real friend, why she even shooting her shot at your ex?
You want? Cause I could tell you why.
Yeah, I want to
They
know.
don't be caring.
Who
Half
don't be
these
caring?
women out here, they don't care and they sneaky.
I'm just waiting on you to speak
Women
on the
be
women. How you
sneaky.
just said men be going.
They
What
do be
women
going.
be doing?
Women
So
be
what?
going too. The same way. And this reverts back to the first topic that we were talking about earlier, how you don't know if women be just as, little girls be just as horny as little boys be. We all horny. We all be fucking horny as hell. So yes, bitches be going too. And they just don't like to tell people because then they're going to get labeled hoes. But they be going too. They just keep secrets. Sorry, y'all. My bad for telling. But they just be keeping secrets.
Keep it real on Saving for the Booth, baby.
We done with that topic.
No, we doing that.
Nah,
What you pull up?
one of our followers had a question on the live.
Go ahead. What'd he say?
He said, Kelvin Clark. He said, if the common life today was men with a wife and a side chick, every now and then, the main chick gets all the benefits, would women still have a problem with monogamy?
You saying if that was monogamy?
If that was the common
norm.
life today was men with a wife and a side chick every now and then, the main chick gets all the benefits, would women still have a problem with monogamy?
No, because everybody doing it.
Doing what?
That. Like, if you, like, yeah.
She said that's the comment. She said that's what society is. So then,
Yeah, like, that's
they have
like-
to accept it basically.
They go, yeah. They people weird. The world
We're
is some
programmed,
fucking
yeah.
Followers.
Yeah,
What? What? It
You
don't
ain't
matter. Like, it don't matter what's going on. People just don't. Can you please help me too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. They gonna follow and they gonna do whatever the next person doing, especially if they see it posted on social media first. Let them celebrity Instagram whatever socialite people do it. Oh baby, yes, it's definitely happening like that for sure.
You don't think it's a lot of people that's like doing that already?
I absolutely
So
do.
why it's not common then?
Because
Or why is it still people still look at it a certain way, like you shouldn't be doing that, or
is it legal?
not to marry two people?
It's not
No,
legal, right?
Not to marry
So
two
I think
people,
that's
no.
why.
In Utah.
I think that's why though. You know what I'm saying? Once it becomes legal.
Wait, what? Why?
Because-
Because of the married part?
Thank you so much.
Most people out here don't even want to get married no more. So why would marriage be the deciding thing?
I think they don't want to get married because people don't want to be getting cheated on. But they gotta understand that it ain't about getting cheated on. Having sex with somebody is should be the least of another person's worries within a relationship. You know, I
Really?
I do.
Wait, what's the worries? What's the bigger worries? The emotional shit, the mental shit.
That
'Cause I'm asking. I'm trying to
think-
figure out what's the.
sometimes when people cheat in relationship, well, I feel like from my personal experiences, when people cheat in relationships, it don't necessarily be like they just be trying to like get off. I don't think it'd be more than that, like trying to form a bond. But I could be wrong.
But don't people usually form bonds from sex?
No,
No?
not really.
Okay.
It all depends on what you're going into it with.
What's the difference in a friend and a boyfriend?
A male friend and a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm having sex with my boyfriend,
Okay.
and I'm telling my boyfriend. But see, my relationship with my male friend and my boyfriend is different. I don't tell my boyfriend every single thing that.
So you talk to your male friend about everything.
You hear me?
So he already got a step over the boyfriend and that shit already. and now you
Which is
sleeping
not
with
a
them
good
too.
thing. I'm
And
not sleeping with my.
I'm saying, what's the difference between a male friend and a boyfriend? You said having sex with my boyfriend. So when you saying people can just have sex and it don't mean nothing, they just getting off. But if you have sex with that friend, what does that mean? You just wanted to get off, but you literally talk to him about more stuff than you talk to your boyfriend about. Y'all probably still go hang out or whatever else. So once the sex is involved, then what?
But it would never be involved.
Okay.
And that could be a whole nother topic because women and men, I just at this point, I don't know how I feel about that.
As far as what, being friends?
Yeah,
You don't think it's possible?
I don't know. I don't know. I used to think so, but I don't know.
Oh, why is that?
Only because
Why,
I talk to
why
a
has
lot
your
of
views changed? Why has your views changed?
because I talk to me. I've talked to a few men, and they told me that they don't feel like that's what it is. They feel like if given the opportunity, they'll sleep with whatever female friend they had. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that that's a friendship. I don't. I don't think that's a friendship. I wouldn't want to sleep with any of my women friends or male friends. You know, so
Punk?
that's
What's the question?
Can men and women be platonic friends? Just friends? And does the fact that a man would sleep with his friend mean that he's not her friend?
that's a good question.
I don't think the fact that a man will sleep, what a person will sleep with a friend means they're not friends. But the shit just it's a well, it should be like kind of straight, right? Friend, whatever else. It's just not like that. I mean, for most people, you have you build a bond with your friend, and it's usually kind of different than like your relationship shit because I would expect my wife to talk to her friends about certain things she not gonna talk to me about. So they have a different relationship, but I don't know. That's it's tough. I don't.
Especially
I don't. I don't sleep with my friends
no one
because I feel like
intends
it's a.
to.
I feel like it's a boundary that you shouldn't cross because you are my friend.
So
And I
so by y'all logic, your friends have to be unattractive.
I didn't.
But
I
I'm
ain't
just
say
saying-
that.
I'm
I did
just
not say
saying,
that.
like,
I did
y'all
not
making
say
it seem
that.
like
I
if you
did
would,
not say that.
y'all just saying it seem like if you would smash your friend, that you ain't really a friend.
I
You
didn't
in
say
it.
that. I did
But
not
that's
say
how
that.
Monica was coming
I did
off.
not say
That's
that.
how Monica was coming off.
Because it hurts my feelings to even think that my friend is thinking of me that way. Like,
That doesn't mean that
Why
he's
you-
thinking of you that way, but you throwing a hypothetical out.
Right.
That's different between okay, I'm lusting over you or something like that. But you know, if you ask the average man will he sleep with an attractive woman, he's gonna
He gonna
say
say
yes.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So unless you think you're not attractive or something, like I don't think that doesn't mean that that's not your friend.
I think making a decision to sleep with somebody and being attracted to them is different. Like
Okay.
I don't who no almost nobody in the world feel like they friends ugly. It's not people walking around like, yeah, my homie, he look well now men do kind of be a little bit harder on their friends than women do, I think, but we don't really think our friends unattractive. Do you hear that? Like, oh, my friend, she ain't cute, but no, you don't really hear that. So
people be knowing their friends be ugly.
Go ahead.
Bitches be
Go
knowing,
ahead.
like you think these girls don't know. They be knowing, like I know
that don't mean they telling them that.
and you're right about that.
So it don't matter what they know. They ain't telling them that. So
Okay.
the friend always gonna feel like she not. Well, of course, everybody not attracted to everybody. So you might think your friend pretty, but 40% of men might think otherwise. But you still gonna tell her, hey friend, you fine, look good, you know. And then she gonna be feeling like that. But that don't mean that you interested in her in that way. You see what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. But like I was saying, men and women cannot be friends. That's dead. It's dead. Only to a certain extent. Like, and then you better get you one of y'all need to have
What about like
boyfriends
childhood?
and
What about
girlfriends.
childhood friends though? Like we grew up on the block together.
Mm-hmm.
And still no.
They
I
can't
mean,
be friends
they
either.
could be friends
Okay.
to a certain extent.
What the hell is the extent?
Cause I just feel like
we text every now and then. We see each other on the holidays if you come in town. Like, what's
and
the
that,
extent?
but listen
Like,
to what
it
you're
ain't-
saying.
it ain't-
Every now and then, see,
Yeah.
when I'm with my best friends, like I'm talking to my best friends every day, like literally, like
So you don't have a male friend that you talk to every day?
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
y'all can't be friends.
What I'm saying is,
I don't want to put his name out there.
that's what I'm
Big-
saying. So what I'm saying is,
Even though he don't care.
um,
And y'all childhood friends. So why is that like why y'all you feel like y'all can't be friends?
I know I can be my friend.
Okay then.
I know I can be my friend.
All right, next topic. They getting deep over here. All right, we're gonna switch it up. Does your child's happiness come before yours?
Come before divorce?
Does my child come before yours?
No,
Not
you
divorce.
said
Hold on.
You said divorce or yours?
The Deuce is kicking in, y'all. Does your child's happiness come before yours?
Oh, you want me to answer
Go
first?
first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm having this debate in my head if I'm gonna be a terrible parent or a great parent. I think your happiness kind of has to come before the child's to even really be able to make them happy. However, as parents, you mask or try to mask when you're not happy, so you don't bring them down. But the kid like the priority. I mean, it's the future, the next generation. So you realistically you want your kid to be happy all the time. You want to make decisions for them to be happy. Yeah, they gonna have failures. They gonna have down moments, but you don't want to be the cause of them. So do parents take a hit sometimes on happiness for the kid? Absolutely.
So their happiness comes before yours.
Yeah.
What about you, Monica? G. Don't forget that G at
Don't
the end.
forget the G, baby. So listen, you know.
Like I said, but-
My legs sticking my foot. All right, you know, I got one daughter, and this is my heart, my soul, my everything, you know. But when I tell you my daughter feeds off of me and my energy and everything, when I'm down, when I'm happy, when I'm whatever I'm feeling, you know, she feeds off of it. And it's important for me not to just be able, not for me to mask it, because me personally, masking just brings me down into a whole little downward spiral, and it's never a good thing for me. You know, I have to learn, and it's not necessarily putting myself first, but I'm putting myself first because, like, I really have to set that example for my daughter, you know, and show her that, like, I'm happy and, like, I can do this. I can provide for you. I can provide for us. And, you know, I can still keep a smile on your face with whatever you want to do, whether it's cheerleading or going out with your friends or, you know, whatever you want to do. You could count on me for it, you know, but I have to know I can count on myself first. And that's what makes me happy. You know, me being able to have my own back. You know, so.
So you say your happiness comes first?
Yeah. When I'm happy, she happy. So, yeah, we both good.
I can understand that because if you unhappy, then your child most likely not gonna be happy. Definitely if you're the sole provider, if you're present, I think it's just that thing where it's like you got to be able to save yourself first before you can save anybody else. So you got to really focus on making yourself happy because sometimes we as parents we think we can control like our kids and how they turn out and what they do
And
and
we
every little
cannot.
aspect. Right. So
Oh.
you could do everything right and your child still be like, I'm not happy. You can say I'm unhappy. I deal with this. I go through this. So you know make sure you're as healthy and happy as you could be because you don't know what your kid gonna throw at you. You don't know what's gonna happen in this life. So
Not at all.
it's just my little opinion there.
It's shot o'clock.
Oh, shot,
Shot o'clock.
shot.
That's different.
Shot o'clock.
Are we really doing this? Oh, shit.
Happy birthday to me, y'all. Monica G.
happy
Oh.
birthday! It's your
He
birthday.
wasn't even going to tell nobody. My birthday was Sunday, May 28th.
Oh, happy birthday, Gemini. Whoa.
Now y'all see where that revenge stuff be coming in.
Mm.
My little evil twin on the side.
Oh, that's a Gemini thing, the revenge.
No, I'm just
Oh,
talking
I
now.
was
Come
asking.
on.
I was asking.
Because you got a little bit of revenge in you.
I'm
too.
not a Gemini. Mm-mm. I
But
live
you're
with
a-
3 of them. I live with 3 of them, so I was
Damn,
trying
you
to
live
see.
with 3 Geminis?
Yeah, my wife and 2 kids. I was just trying to see 2 of the kids. I was just trying to see if they be trying to get revenge on me or not. I was just-
It's something they be trying to get revenge on me.
So while we're on kids, one more, then we getting off the
That's
kids.
some kids. I'm joking. I
You
love
can
my
only say that
kids.
if you take care of your kids and you're a great dad, so you good. You good.
That's what I try to be.
Is there anything that your child could do to make you not talk to them no more?
Not talk to them.
Whew. Mm.
I can't even think of something my daughter do that make me not want to talk to her. I be up. I'm my daughter's biggest fan.
Stop talking to me.
Stop talking to me.
If you cut yourself off from me, I'm only gonna chase you for so long. At some point, you making a decision to live your life how you want to live it. If that's not talking to me, that's a decision you making, and something you gonna have to live with.
I be so
So
mad at
them
my
cutting
daughter. I'm
you
not
off.
good. Well, you got me messed up. I wish, girl.
That's the thing that the new generation doing.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Running away.
It's
Feeling
called-
like they ain't got to talk to you all type. Yeah, that's a way for me to not talk to you.
The new generation they like cutting their parents off.
Mm-hmm.
They cutting their parents off.
I couldn't even imagine my daughter wanting to cut me off. We are like, what? What? Absolutely no. And I wouldn't even let her cut me off. I'm not even gonna give you the opportunity to run away. I'll fucking.
What you gonna
What
do
I'm
when
gonna-
your
I'm
daughter
gonna figure it
when
out.
your
I'm gonna figure
daughter
it out the
18
day
and
of.
she decides to move out or something like that, and she just make the decision? I'm not calling you.
She wouldn't make the decision not to call me, but she would make the decision to maybe move, which is fine. She could move.
Okay,
There's nothing for me to move.
there's nothing for you to move.
You heard it.
You
heard
gonna
it
follow her
first.
where she going?
I ain't got no man. I ain't got nothing else to do.
What's your
I
point
could
of view,
find my
Deuce?
man. I could find my man wherever I move to.
Kelvin Clark in the comments. He said murder for no reason, and then he said maybe being you could
Being what?
yeah.
I said, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Uh-huh.
sure I know what
He
that
said
was.
maybe, so he's.
I'm,
He-
honestly,
Oh, okay.
honestly, I don't even think I would cut my kid off
If
for
it was a
murdering.
prison or something.
I wouldn't.
He
cut
said
him off.
murder for no reason.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would cut my kid off for that. Would I be highly disappointed in the decision that he made?
Mhm.
Absolutely. But
You gonna wanna wonder why?
I'm always gonna wonder why, and I'm still gonna want to be there for him. Like him having to do life in prison or whatever he got going on. At some point, the person can be apologetic, might know they did the wrong thing, might feel whatever. So I'm not gonna shut you out for the rest of your life,
Mhm.
because you made a stupid decision.
Oh, I got a question for
Go
y'all.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so
That's
What
a
if you're
large,
a
stupid
child?
decision, but
what if your child commits suicide? Okay, How do y'all feel about that? Like, like, do you still have a real funeral for your child, or like, do you feel like they don't deserve it because they was so like selfish?
Basically, are you mad at them?
Yeah.
I'm absolutely mad at them. They still gonna have a funeral and whatever else, but I'm absolutely mad at you. Um, especially if I didn't. I'm mad at myself too if I didn't see signs that you was thinking about doing anything to harm yourself. But um, do I think people who commit suicide are selfish? Absolutely,
Mhm.
because I feel like the world need everybody that's in it. So when you take yourself out of it, you taking something away from the world. Somebody needed you, and you just kind of
You ain't care
eliminated
nothing
that.
about that.
Um, but I would still give them,
A
a
proper
proper
funeral.
funeral and all of that, because I don't know why you made that decision. You don't know what a person, kid, whoever struggling with mentally that they decide to do that. So I'm not gonna further punish you, for that.
I don't know. I don't even know. I'll be. I don't know.
Are you? Never mind. I'm not even,
What?
because that sound like a joke. I'm not nothing.
What? What?
Nothing.
Wanna whisper it to me?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But so you would be too upset to really hold services and all that.
Maybe. Maybe I really feel that way. I don't. I feel like, you know, like, especially given the type of person that I am, I'm so open for you to come and talk to me about anything, and it's like, geez, like, why couldn't you just talk to me before you decided to do this? And like, it was so selfish. It was so selfish. And now you want me to spend my hard-earned money? I wasn't ready to spend money on a funeral right now, but it's my child, so I don't know. I don't know. That would definitely be a in the moment decision for me,
I'm sure the money will be the last thing on your mind.
for sure.
Yeah, you wouldn't
I'm
even
just
be thinking
talking.
about
I'm
that.
just talking mess right now.
Hmm. Yeah, you took us deep there. That was a deep ass question. No more questions from you, goddammit. Shit. Oh man, let's get out this jam. All right. Um, let's see what we got here.
So, what are the topics that you want
They different. Whatever's going on
What's
in
on
the
your
social
mind?
media world, just different.
What's on your
Different
mind right
topics.
now? You got something on your mind?
I don't know. I'm a blank canvas until
Oh,
the
okay.
topic come up.
I stay with stuff on my
That's why
mind.
I don't. What's on your mind? As long as it ain't suicide talk, you gotta you got a question about something else, cause baby, you got a question? No. Okay.
So, Monica G, when you are in a relationship,
You said when I am?
yeah,
Oh, okay, okay,
do y'all
Hypothetically
bedtimes got to be
speaking.
the same?
okay. Do our bedtime got to be the
Yeah.
same? No, I don't think no, cause they can't be. I like to go out, so I know our bedtime ain't
Whoa.
gonna be the
So
same.
you gonna be the one going out, leaving him at
Mm-hmm.
home?
Mm-hmm.
But no, not like that. Because if I got something to be at home for, I'm gonna be at home. The only reason why I'm going outside is because I got the opportunity to go outside. I don't have anything holding me back from going outside. Like,
I do got a topic when we finish this.
but no, I don't think bedtime should be the same. I think they should line up 80% of the time, though. So
Okay.
we can have a
Okay.
healthy.
So they gotta be the same most of the time.
Yeah,
Most of
yeah,
the
for
time. So yeah,
sure,
that's so
for
they are the
sure.
same.
I love being with my man in the bed and laying with him and cuddling and scooting back like that. Little booty scoot back.
Bedtime's gotta be the same point.
No, I don't think it should matter, but
All right,
What you
come with
mean?
your
What you?
question.
But you don't
Huh?
think it should matter? But it does matter.
No, I mean not to me. I don't care
But
what
does it
time.
matter to the relationship?
Sometimes, somewhat, yeah. Cause you do want that time. Bedtime is like,
Fun.
I mean, it's bonding. Like you done been at work, y'all done dealt with kids. That time in the bed, like that 30 minutes to an hour that y'all just laying. Even if y'all not talking, like
Watching a movie, just chilling.
even if you not doing none of that, I just enjoy the time that we just laying there. Like we just there. It's a peaceful. You reflecting on the day, you preparing for tomorrow, and you with the person you love. I don't know. It's a good feeling. Usually, unless you mad at me or some shit.
Yeah,
Like,
if somebody mad, it's a horrible feeling.
I'm typically irritating in the moments like, yeah, I'm finna come cuddle you. If you mad at me, I'm definitely still finna cuddle you anyway. You're gonna be even more mad, like, why you touching me? Yeah, I'm on that.
All right. Oh, what was your
So, it was this video that went viral about the man who paid for, or who was having his stepdaughter's wedding at his house. And he was paying for it and all that. His name wasn't on the invitation. She wanted to have 200 people there. The 20 people he wanted there, they didn't invite. Her real father, who don't take care of her, provide or nothing, didn't. Was walking her down the aisle. Basically, he had no part in it besides paying for it and hosting it.
Why she doing like that though? Why she do that? Was it a reason behind it?
Nah, she just felt like she wanted her birth father to give her away. And so he pulled out. He told them he wasn't going to be the ATM, because that's clearly all he's been all this time as an ATM.
Whoa, so he was gonna pay for everything
Pay for
until
everything.
She didn't want him to
And-
be in nothing. Like, not even the people he wanted to invite wasn't even invited.
I've been taking care of you since you was, the father wasn't around, so he been providing for a lot of her life. Bought her cars and stuff.
Okay, so
paying
he
for college
so he
tuition.
pulled out. So he pulled out from paying for the wedding. What happened then?
He told them they had to go. Since your real father is the person that you giving all this credit to, then let him take care of everything.
Something had to have happened within that relationship for that girl to do that to that stepdaddy. I just can't see nobody just what? He touched her.
Some people are what? Why does that? it's so messed up that the guy had to did
He
something.
touched her.
He had to did something for her to make a decision that my real father. She wanted him to,
Well, it ain't really about the real father though. He still could have been included though, right?
Right, and
You know
he
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
included. And that was his thing. Like,
Mhm.
I'm hosting it at my house. I'm paying for everything, and I can't get the 20 people that I want from my family that's been around too,
For
as I've
everything.
provided for you for all these years, and they can't come, and then I'm not on invitations. I'm not giving you away. All the credit is going to your mom and your biological father. What have I been all this time?
That's what I'm saying. Something had to happen. These are
I
the questions
think
that we not know.
People
Something
make
happened.
decisions, and sometimes tradition or whatever is looked at as more important than other things. I'm not gonna assume why this young lady made the decision to put her birth father, whatever. And I'm not even saying she wrong. If that's who she wanted to walk her down the aisle and whatever.
But it don't seem like that was the issue.
That's
It
not-
seemed like that
Nah.
was like the
I mean, he had a breaking point. Like, once he
Right.
saw, like, I'm not walking down the aisle, I guess I can bite that one.
right.
But damn, I'm throwing recital dinners and all that, and my name, ain't on the nothing. I'm hosting this, and it's not damn, I just don't get no credit for nothing that I've been
Now
doing.
I can see somebody in the comments right now saying, "Well, if it was truly from the heart, then none of that would even matter."
Yeah, it would.
It definitely matters.
Because you
I want
just
you,
broke that man's
yeah,
heart.
and you don't respect me. You just look at me like just some.
I'm a bank
money.
account. Yeah.
No, that's not what this is. After all the love I done gave you over all these years, and I know that girl done probably, you know, probably ran his blood pressure up before. You know what I mean? Absolutely no, that wasn't right. That's what I'm saying. Women are emotional, and so for her to choose, she had to literally think about each decision that she made, not to include her stepfather. Something
But
happened.
that
Let me
decision could have simply
finish.
been her emotions were leaning towards her
What
biological.
I'm
She didn't
saying,
want
right?
him to feel any type of way. That don't mean that the stepfather did something to her. She could have
You
her
don't know
emotions.
that.
We
You
don't
don't. That's
know.
what I'm saying. So keep your
So why you
second box.
assuming it?
I'm not assuming. I'm giving you
You
another
are.
option.
You just said something had to happen. You're
I'm giving
assuming
you another
he
option.
did something. Your
You
first thing
cutting
was
me
he
out of
touched
my
that girl.
option.
Your first
That
thing
was
was
a
he touched that
joke.
girl.
It was a joke, but I'm.
Punk ain't gonna let you
Yeah,
beat up on
Goodness
the man.
gracious.
Punk ain't
A
gonna
little
let
bit
you
of a
beat up
joke.
on the
You're
man.
right. It
God
was a
dang
little
it.
because
Little
that's one
bit
of the
of a joke.
options that could have happened. All I'm saying is women be doing stuff based off emotion. So I don't know if they got into an argument about something. I don't even know if she just didn't want him to be in there. But why she didn't want him to be in there? It's a reason why.
That reason could have simply been, I want my real father.
The one who ain't never
Kelvin
been
Clark
there.
said even the family was laughing at him.
Yeah.
So they embarrassing this man.
Yeah.
He was all the way the butt of the joke, huh?
For real.
Dang. What was this on? I didn't even see this
I
clip.
wanna,
Facebook.
that's crazy.
Did you
That's
send this to me?
terrible.
I think so. But the
Okay.
wife has sent it to me. But I don't think he had to have done something. Her emotions might have been saying, I want my biological father to feel this moment. Maybe she the only daughter her biological father got. Maybe he won't be able to experience it with another kid. Like, I don't know her reason, but I'm not finna automatically go negative and feel like this man did something to her.
I said what happened with them though. Like I know I said that as my first thing, but I said like 3 other things as well.
Right.
No,
That was
it
all him
was
having had to
them.
do something.
Like
And
she
I
made a
don't
decision off of whatever they got into it about.
Maybe
or
they
didn't get
didn't.
into it about, but it was
maybe she made
something
a
that wasn't
she made a decision maybe
happy,
based
like
off
sitting well with her.
right, maybe the fact that her real father, what her biological father wasn't experiencing this. Maybe that didn't sit well with her, so she made that
Coming
decision.
from a woman's point of view is what I'm trying to tell you is that I feel like
The man did something.
no, that's not what I'm saying. This girl probably got some type of feeling in her head about something. Some emotional feelings going on, craziness in her head that made her make these decisions. It doesn't have to mean that. I know. I joked and said he touched her, but that was just the first thing that popped
That was
in my
an evil
head.
joke.
You know, that was just the first thing that popped in
The
my head.
Revenge Queen.
That was just the first thing that. But I was just giving like something is going on that we're not seeing with this girl. You know what I'm saying? For her to make these decisions.
All
Some
right.
in her head for sure.
I'm almost scared to bring up one more topic.
Bring him out, bring him out.
So, do men ever admit when they're cheated on?
When they cheated on?
Yes. Do men tell people when they get cheated on?
Yeah. The guys gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
Moms might know too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we do.
Okay.
Why wouldn't we?
Just a question. You think so?
Let y'all tell it. Y'all don't get cheated on. Y'all do the cheating.
Who said that?
I'm just playing.
Who said that?
I hear we don't care if we get cheated on. That's what I hear. That's what I hear
Cause
sometimes.
y'all always want to get y'all lick back. Y'all already. I just read a meme
Nah,
that said
that's you,
that said
Revenge
a girl
Queen.
that said no. It was like yeah, girls be thinking they be getting their lick back, but guys already be up 7-1. Is that true?
City boys up.
You hear me? Cause they all already got notches under y'all belt. We just be trying to catch up.
Episode 84.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Yay, better yay. I'm
So
drinking
it was
happy
a-
over here.
Wait, hold on.
on.
It was a meme out there said, I've noticed that women use the term real men to manipulate males into behavior that benefits the woman but not the man.
You said
Thoughts?
say it again.
Women use the term real men to manipulate males into behavior that benefits the woman but not the man.
I definitely think that little term is used like for psychological behavior for sure. But people do absolutely,
Right,
absolutely. But people do that. People do it in everyday speech, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
that's what we talking about on social media.
That's
real
even worse.
man
That's
gonna
even
do
worse.
X,
For
Y,
sure.
Z, and, I see
but and then
shit
y'all
like
be coming back with real women don't cook and real women don't do.
what? We not talking about men right now. We talking about women.
I just
Stop
said
with the
that.
revenge for a
I'm
second.
not. I'm just
Stop
saying
with
y'all
the
do the
revenge
same
for
thing.
a second. We talking
I'm
about
not
women
even.
at the moment. That's how y'all do that.
Do they do that?
You a woman?
No, I don't have to do that with the men that I talk to.
Okay.
I don't have to emphasize the real on the men that I talk to.
But women
some
do.
women do have to emphasize that because they're not.
Not even the men that you talk to. Like, just look at social media and all the memes you say. A real man gonna do this, and that. A real man ain't gonna do this, and that.
He gonna pay all the bills.
It's
That's the first thing.
that's not like a manipulation thing
Yes.
to make men
Yeah.
feel like I gotta do this to be a real man.
She said, yeah.
I
Yeah.
say yeah.
Okay.
Episode 84, Revenge Queen. Follow the TikTok.
Money G, look. Ha, ha, ha.
Follow the YouTube.
Shout out to my kids graduating this week.
Okay.
Little baby graduate tomorrow.
Ella, you graduate
13-year-old
tomorrow.
graduate Thursday. We lit.
Hey, couple of graduations tomorrow. He got more later this week. Monica G, graduations? No, she's in
No
high
graduations.
School.
My daughter is in high school.
All right.
16, sweet 16 birthday coming up though.
Oh, nice.
My baby finna be 16. Yup.
All right. Any final words? Yeah, done.
We appreciate everybody on the live. Everybody that come back and watch.
Yep.
Follow us. I don't know how TikTok still say the same amount of followers. I guess they just not fucking with us like that no more. I don't know. But we appreciate the people who follow and comment. All of that. We gonna definitely try to do more like questions from the comments so we could get y'all input. Give input on what y'all want to hear about too. Keep y'all engaged.
Well, thank you all for having me. If you all want to send me back again, just drop a G in the comments.
Hey,
Don't
look at her.
Just
She
drop a
going
G in the comment if y'all want to see Money G again, okay?
Hey.
It was a pleasure, though.
And we'll be live Friday, 6 p.m. We'll be live Friday.
Come see us again.
Come turn up. All right.
Come see us again.
Peace out.